Some time ago I had to design this element in sheet metal. The way I do it was with this multiple sketches, as you see in timeline, with multiple bends, but I think that there is much easier and faster way to create element like this, since the way I do it earlier was very complicated and time consuming with many adjustments every time I need to change slope or some other elements. As you see, this element is at some slope. So let's see this workflow. So all of these elements must be calculated first before even start creating parts. So first I created this sheet metal face, as you see here. Now I created this sketch, these two lines. These lines we will use to bend these elements. So I applied bend and I got something like this. After that I applied this flange, as you see, and I created sketch on this element so I can fold this upper part around this line. And of course I had to calculate all that before created it, and at last created this last bend. So several sketches, several bends. Instead of this approach, we can use, as you see in timeline here, much easier and faster approach with two simple profiles and use some offset plane and basic loft command. All work is done in few minutes, and now we will see how we can do that the easier way. So we will create new part. First we will create sketch on this plane. First we will create sketch like this. Now we will add some basic dimensions. Just this isn't on that side. This is like this, as you see. Let's dimension this 25 millimeters. Let's say this is 100 millimeters. 100. And let's say this is 50 millimeters. And let's use this coincidental constraint and constrain this to the origin. We don't have this dimension here. Now we will add that dimension. Let's say it's 50. So we have this first sketch created. Now we will create the offset plane. We will first select this plane and create the offset plane on distance of 3000 millimeters. That's 3 meters. So on this we will create sketch on this new plane. Select this plane and create sketch similar to the one we already created. We will do something like this. First without dimensions, and now we will add dimensions, something like this, 25, 70. 30, 50, and this dimension 100. This dimension is 50, and this dimension is 1 millimeter. And let's finish sketch. So now we have these two sketches. Let's go to sheet metal and create some sheet metal lofted flange. As you see this command here, select this profile and then select this profile, and we will have this part created. Now we will select material, let's say steel 2 millimeters, and say OK, and we have this part created. So this is something similar to what we have. So this down side is horizontal, and we have some slope on the upper side, similar to this part that we started with. Down is horizontal, and we have slope up. So if we want to change the slope, we can do it here. For example, we can edit this dimension, let's say 30 millimeters, and finish sketch, and we will have this element, this sheet metal part, updated immediately. As you see, this horizontal, this down part is not horizontal anymore, since we changed parameters here. Also, if we want, we can edit this dimension. Instead of 50, we can say 200, and we will have something like this. And when we finish sketch, we will have this file, this object, edited in some form like this. So it depends on use. We can edit these dimensions easily, and if we want to do something like this in a model created with this workflow, it will be much more time consuming and much more adjusting dimensions and all of these elements. We have this workflow and this workflow, two sketches and loft command, and it's very easy to edit element created with this workflow. If we want to unfold this element, let's try to do that. So that we see if it's possible to manufacture it. We have something like this. Just to move this here and move this here to edit these two dimensions of 50 here and 5 millimeters there, and we have something like this. And let's try to unfold it, and we will get part like this. So this workflow is much faster, much cleaner, much easier to modify. Probably it's better to use in this situation. So if you find this video helpful, you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends, family members, or colleagues who might find this video helpful. Thank you.